Alright, looks like everything's going good. We were having a little bit of an issue there. Oh, need to put the game capture back on. There we go. Holy crap. I gotta tell y'all, it's been a couple of days that have just been awful. Can't freaking stream, everything's going wrong. But hopefully today, we stop having all of these problems. Because I gotta admit, I'm about to lose my chill. Just want to play my game and stream my stream and not have to worry about anything else. I just want to do the things, you know? Yo, Yumi. What's up, brother? Wouldn't say I'm the best YouTuber ever. In fact, I'm probably one of the worst. Always be forgetting stuff. Alright. So hopefully everything is working here now. Um, we need to do some stuff. I have not been gathering resources, and that is not good. We need a lot more resources. We need a lot of stone, we need a lot of metal, we need a lot of things. I went to go set up an outpost yesterday on another server. I took. Well, thanks, Yumian. I appreciate that. Makes me feel good about myself. I went to go set up an outpost yesterday, and I took the RG and the Anki and stuff that were gifted to me, and then they died. So what we're going to do today is I am going to make some scuba gear. Apparently I don't have the ingots for. But this is what I'm talking about, right? We don't have the resources that we need. Because we were supposed to have enhanced rates all weekend this weekend, but I literally couldn't play the game. It was impossible for me to accomplish anything. So we didn't get anything done. We didn't get any resources. We didn't. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't do squat. So hopefully today I can get some resources. So let's see. We need scuba, scuba. Get another one of these. And let's take these things. So what are we going to do? We need to get a creature that we can take underwater. We need to get us a baryonyx or something. And then we need to get a need to get us a donkey. Oh, talking to myself again. So we're going to take all this stuff with us that we need. Um, we need to bring a crossbow and some trank arrows as well, because you can't use the gun. So let's go ahead and crash. Oh, this must be a joke. Why does this keep happening? I don't even know what is happening. Fuck is going on? I'm not gonna not stream for a third day. Why is everything totally frozen? Why isn't my screen saying anything? What is happening? Just want to play my game. Just want to stream. This is my job, right? I do this all day, every day. I just want to do my job. Okay, well, it looks like y'all are going back on a black screen for a moment. We're just going to close out of this and we're going to try again. I am seriously losing my fucking chill. Okay, here we are again. Wonderful. What a fantastic time. I double dog dare you not to work. I will freaking lose it. I just scream. I don't think that's unreasonable. That, bring it over. Let's get some stuff done here. Did I bring my good donkey saddle over here? Or did I leave it? I think I left it. Let's see. Yeah, pretty sure it's at the other base. So let's go over there. Put my kid away. Oh, I actually need ceiling also. Good deal. Got a ceiling. I have a location picked out. I have a server already with a transmitter on it. Transmitters don't require power, which is why I think they're so useful. Since these numbers are so close to me being able to just transfer over to this other server, I'm actually just going to go ahead and transfer over. Although I don't guess I actually need a bunch of these, I just need the one. That should be good right there, though. So we're traveling to another server. I'm going to go over to this EU Center server. Because it didn't have... It was like the lowest ping, or the lowest population server that was in EU or NA. Please join the server. Oh my god, dude. Why should I not go on EU? You all have got to give me reasons. That's just ARK, you mean? Everywhere. But the game isn't working again. Pretty sure I'm just straight up frozen. Again. I'm gonna break something. I am seriously just going to snap my keyboard in half. Okay, well, we're gonna try this one more time. And if the game doesn't work again, I have been trying to stream for 3 days now, and everything is so broken. What are you even? There's gonna be nobody left playing the stupid game. Like it's not that difficult. If you put out a patch that breaks everything, you don't just leave that patch live for 3 days with everything broken. Roll it back to the previous version and fix it before you put it out there again. You can't just have your player base struggling to so much as log into the game for 3 entire days. Or stop putting out patches on a Friday. You know that you're going to not be there over the weekend. So just wait to put out a patch until a Monday. So if everything starts going wrong, you can just work on it throughout the week. I understand that you want people to be able to enjoy things over the weekend, but that doesn't mean putting things out on a Friday. That means making sure things are good by a Friday, right? Because if you put things out on a Friday and everything's broken, then people don't get to have fun over the weekend. They get to have garbage over the weekend. And if your goal is to please as many people as possible and to keep your players engaged, the weekend is when you need to do that. So you can't just go dropping game changing patches on a Friday and then just go home for the weekend. I, I absolutely believe that everybody should have the weekend off. So put the update out on a Monday, you absolute dipshit. And now I can't get logged back in. Here we go. Can't even get logged into the server. Tells me to go F myself. Okay. This is really fun. I'm really, really enjoying myself. Let's see if ARK's put anything out. Did they realize that they broke everything? No, of course they didn't. I am not the kind of person who does well with this stuff. I like it when things go the way they're supposed to, do well with adversity, especially when I have no recourse to overcome that adversity, right? There's nothing I can do. Looks like 9315 went down again. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So there's nothing I can do to fix this, right? It's not a my computer problem. It's not a client problem. It's not a anything problem that I have any ability to fix. It's a server problem or, something. And so I just have to sit here and be angry that I can't play my game and that I can't do my stream and that I can't provide any value to you all, people who are, financially supporting and um just through being here and being in the chat and lurking and stuff like that, supporting the channel and supporting what I'm trying to build here. And so um, there's a responsibility, right? Like I'm supposed to be here playing the game, providing y'all entertainment, and I can't do that. And there's nothing I can do about it. For this is the third day in a row. The real problem I have here is the old ARK was not very monetized, right? Every year or so, we got a new DLC. Everybody paid, $30 to $40 or whatever the cost was for the new DLCs to buy the new DLCs. And that was it. That was the only monetization system that Wildcard had for the original ARK. We paid for the map DLCs. And we are getting now with ARK Survival Ascended the same or worse experience with a significantly more monetized game. Right? We've got DLC creatures, we've got Bob's Tall Tales, we've got premium map mods, or premium mods that they're making money off of. We've just got on and on and on with the over monetization in this game, and that money isn't being spent to improve the quality of the ARK Survival Ascended experience. And that is fairly unacceptable. If you have some sort of a requirement that you need more money because you weren't making enough to provide the game before, then when we start giving you more money, right, when you start doing all of this other garbage, to try and extract more income from the player base, then you better darn well provide a better quality service. We're not going to pay you more for less. This isn't even like a release, right? We're not getting a new map. This isn't anything. Like you just put out some random patch and broke everything. There's nothing huge about anything that you changed. There were changes that were important, but they weren't large. It was honestly, it was a fairly small patch. So why are your servers completely inaccessible? This is totally unacceptable. And then they just put out whatever minor version update that they put out. It was supposed to fix a crash, and now I'm just crashing. I can't even begin to understand what's going on. Like, just stop doing things. At this point, it would be better if you did nothing, which is insane. Just leave the game alone. Don't even put out any more maps. We'll just play to extinction. Just stop touching it. Oh my god, my server's still not even here. What the fuck? My RG egg has despawned. It's probably under. If you put it out on top of um the cliff plat, it's under the cliff plat, like between the two cliff plats, Yumi. Or was it? Are you talking about the Overraptor? You can just turn the Overraptor off if you want to. It was only on because it was picking up all the stego eggs and stuff. Yeah, you can just turn them off. Let's see. Oh no, this one's not on either. So just all of the center maps are down right now. Is that what I'm getting? For all the small tribe center maps? Or is it literally just maps I want to play? Yeah, no, it's just maps I want to play. I get it. That's fine. I'm good, Ian. I'll figure it out. Looks like it's just going to be a day of me trying to play and spending the entire time crashing out because the game doesn't want to work. Oh, okay. I'm going to put you all on a black screen again, real quick. We're going to quit the game again. Gonna try again. I'm not going to give up today. If I have to, I will spend 8 hours on stream trying to play and then yelling about how angry I am that I'm not able to play because I'm not skipping 3 days because the game wants to be broken. I refuse. If it really doesn't work, then we might just play Eidolon, the Idle RPG or MMORPG, because that's what I started playing yesterday because I was bored and it was actually kind of interesting. Maybe we'll do that. Or literally anything else. And it's still not here. Hey, there's 9298. Let's join this one and see if previously I had gotten moved over here. I do know Elder Scrolls Online. I played Elder Scrolls Online for a long time, years and years ago. Does not look. The game doesn't really interest me anymore. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We are going here to the island. We're gonna go to this island. We're gonna make a new character, and we're gonna start working on getting ourselves a crafter. So we're just gonna do ourselves a little Some here. That's fine.
Are you the one
Now let's
I've been
go
waiting
do a freaking note run. Gotta get something done. I need a crafting character anyway. Okay, you can be done now. Whatever it is you think you're doing. Settings, graphics, high, thick, low. Not really interested in any of the MMO games that are available right now, you mean? The MMORPGs, the traditional MMORPGs, because they're so the same. Um, I think the reason that MMOs have sort of started to die as a genre is that they're all trying to do the same thing, which is just be this combat game, right? Everything in MMOs is almost entirely about combat, and it's all entirely about the same kind of combat, right? Boss fights are very samey. Um, Everything is just doing this one thing extremely repetitively. And so you only get players who want to do that one thing extremely repetitively. I don't think that's where MMOs should go. I think MMOs need to be sort of multiple games mixed together because players um, don't need to interact with each other when it comes to doing the thing they like to do, right? I don't need to rely on the community to beat the bosses, right? Because I want to beat the bosses. Or I don't need to rely on the community for crafting because I want to craft. Or I don't need to rely on the community for something else because I want to do it. So if there's only one real way to play the game, if there's only one real thing to do, then everybody is doing that thing. And so the interactivity and the reliance and stuff like that doesn't exist. But if crafting was a significantly different game mode, if and if those game modes were sort of separate from each other but necessary for each other, then it would naturally foster a community, and a community that worked together to accomplish things, because all of the different parts of that community, the people who liked the different parts of the game, wouldn't just all be doing everything, right? And so you just sort of need. Oh, are you fucking kidding me right now? Okay, I was able to get it. We're fine. I was gonna fight somebody. It was gonna be a thing. They were gonna get fought. Um, yeah, I guess we'll just try and get all of these levels. But like for example, in the Elder Scrolls Online, all of the crafting stuff is really cool. Right? I really like all of the skins and stuff like that, the motifs that you can get and how that all works and how you craft all the different stuff, and then you become like a grandmaster crafter because you have every different possible trait or whatever unlocked. And that's a really cool system. The problem is that in order to unlock all of those motifs, in order to do all of those things, the only path to success as a crafter is through the main game loop, which is the same game loop that everybody else does. And so basically, everybody ends up with pretty similar access to like the motifs and stuff like that. And so, A, because of that, because everybody is doing those same gameplay loops, you have to make everything more difficult to get because you just have more people more frequently, triggering the slot machine or whatever. And so, in order to keep from having this crazy number of motifs, you have to significantly reduce the number that drop. But also, if I get it, like I could go trade it. But if it's a motif I want, then instead of trading it, I just kind of want to keep it. But I'm not necessarily a crafter, and I'm not necessarily interacting with other people by crafting for them. So that motif becomes sort of lost to the community because I've just used it for my own personal use. And instead of being, like a crafter and, interacting with other people in an effort to try and craft stuff for them in certain styles. And so you almost need to have a bunch of different games in your one game to make an MMO really work. Game changed a lot of things. You should try it again. It's not going to happen. I keep up with the news on pretty much all of the MMOs I've played. The game has not changed that significantly. Oh, this theory's gonna kill me and ruin my freaking. You suck, theory. Holy crap, I'm not gonna die. Okay, I might still die. I'm gonna die. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, there are lots of good island based locations for sure. Oh shoot, Glass, what's up? I just realized that you also put up the Aloha Raptor. I thought that was just Yumian. Create a new survivor. Survival, Hermit, Gate, spawn here. Start over. Yeah, but there are tons of really good base locations that you can have on the island. For sure, for sure. Um, Most of the island servers are sort of quote unquote taken, though, by large tribes. So if you want to have a base on an island server, you're either going to have to interact with one of those tribes, either, pay taxes or whatever so they don't come wipe you, or, um, be friends with those people or something like that, or you're going to have to wipe the server and then take it over for yourself. Which, if you're just playing by yourself, isn't likely going to be a thing you're going to be able to accomplish. But if you just wanted to get started out, I think one of the small pearl caves could be a good spot. Um, when I was in my small pearl cave, I was able to get a tech replicator and an industrial forge in my small pearl cave. Or, there are lots of different caves around the island. So if you could find one that wasn't currently being used by whoever owned the server, um, you could probably get away with sneaking into a bigger cave and dying to a stupid raptor and maybe hold it. But if you go into a bigger cave, they are going to know you're there. There are some good rat holes on the island. There's some good underwater rat holes. Primarily, if you want to stay hidden on the island, you're probably gonna have to um, go underwater. Most of the sort of hidden base locations are underwater. But I think a pearl cave is a great place to start. But if you're not on good terms with the tribe that owns the server, the pearl caves will get checked. So, you know, enter at your own peril, I guess. Okay. Okay. This is the worst day. Problem is, if I do my base in a pearl cave and don't have tech TP, it will be very hard to. Yeah, yeah, it will absolutely. However, tech TP should be fairly easy to get if all you have to do is kill the forest titan. I mean, all you got to do is go get that artifact and go get those tributes, and then go summon the forest titan and kill it. Oh my god, what is going on right now? Holy shiznit, dude. Can we please stop it? Oh my god, what are you doing? Can I please just go? No, no, I'm totally stuck. And now I guess I'm dead again? Okay. Can you see if the Forest Titan dropped the TP? Because I... Did you not tell me just the other day that the Forest Titan gave you TP? Forest Titan. Tech gauntlets, tech leggings, tech replicator, tech teleporter. Is what it says. Although I guess that is the ARK Survival Evolved, not ARK Survival Ascended, but here's another wiki. Extinction. This is just regular Ingrams, not boss Ingrams. Yeah, it looks like it gives tech teleporter. Oh my gosh, why did I just get timed out? Why am I getting timed out of every single freaking server right now? Everything just crashing? This is insane. It's like every server I go to crashes. Seems like a great idea. Can you get Perloviet off of a gas bag? I really wish that I knew what was going on. Like, why is my center map totally just deleted? It's so terrible. My channel is never going to recover from this. Please let me play on my server today. Why is everything so freaking broken? Now I can't even hit the back button. How is that a thing? How can I not even hit the back button? I don't understand. Um, I don't actually have anything to do with the points on my channel, and I probably never will because I don't want to split the community like that. So I'm gonna start using a program called streamer.bot, and I'm gonna create some commands that can be put in chat, and then those commands are gonna trigger things that would normally be triggered with channel points because I don't want people who watch on Twitch to be able to do things that people who watch on YouTube can't and make the communities sort of different. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure all the servers went down at this point. Um, but yeah, so we will be using chat commands, not channel points. I mean, it was just working for me too. I was just on the server 2 minutes ago, but then I crashed, and then now everything's being stupid. I don't even know what to do at this point. We've been playing for an hour. We've accomplished absolutely nothing. It's been sitting here staring at a blank screen. I just want to do my stream. It's all well and good. It still isn't showing my center server. And I have totally logged out of the game repeatedly. I'm sure I could get into 3431, but I don't have a character on 3431 right now because my character is on the center server. So whether 3431 is working or not doesn't matter. I don't have a character there. This is so stupid. I'm seriously just gonna quit. Like, permanently. So tired of this. It's ruining my fucking stream. I mean, it's just been days of this. Whole weekend should have been some of my best streams this week with the best viewership and the best community interaction. Like, this weekend should have been great, right? We had all those eggs to raise. We were going to get some gigas and some car chars out. We're going to, like, we were really going to try and get some stuff done, and they should have been really great streams. And instead of having a series of great streams, I've had no streams. And it's very important to me to grow this channel, to build this community, to turn this into a full time job, right? I stream 200 hours a month. This is a full time job to me. And in the last 3 days, I have accomplished exactly squat. It's not even that I've accomplished nothing. It's that my channel is going to go backwards in viewership because after 2 days, people will just move on to somebody else. And I have been busting my butt trying to grow this channel. And then to just have part of that progress taken from me because they wanted to put out an update on a weekend and then just leave it to fester and rot for 3 days is probably the most annoying thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Like, I was totally fine with it the first couple of days it happened. Like, hey, we're not able to play. We're just going to end the stream because obviously things are broken. Hopefully they'll get them fixed. Day one, like, I was annoyed, but I was mostly okay. Day two, I was more annoyed. Um, but I wasn't totally crashing out, but I am losing my shit right now. This is 72 straight hours of absolute garbage. I haven't seen a game this broken, even on a launch day for a brand new MMORPG, which is insane. I mean, I played Path of Exile pretty religiously for a really long time, and even as broken as their new season drops were, I've never seen a game be this broken for this long. So, like, what are you doing? Yeah, no, servers are just crashing all over the place. Now the server that I was on doing my island run isn't up anymore. Like the whole thing is just in shambles right now. I mean, you're right. They probably will fix it soon because it's finally Monday. Because that's when people go back to work. Which is again why I don't understand why they were like, this is the biggest update we've put out in years. We've fixed so many things. We changed so many things. Knowing that every time they touch the code in this game, it explodes. And they were just like, when the best time to put this update out is? The end of the workday on Friday. That's the best time for sure. We should totally drop a totally transformative update on a Friday afternoon and then go home for the weekend because that is how you provide quality service. Change everything and disappear for 3 days. That's definitely the answer. Just a total mismanagement of time. Totally, I mean, whoever made that decision is completely incompetent. That's that's 101 style stuff, right? If you're not 100% sure that what you're changing is going to work, and in a live service game, you can never be 100% sure, and you're going to make that many changes to code, you cannot put it out on a Friday afternoon. What were you thinking? Because however much time it takes for them to fix it, from, starting today, which was Monday, right? That's how long it could have been a problem. So if they fix it in 24 hours, then we could have had just 1 day of issues. But instead, we're going to get 4 days of issues because they put the update out on a Friday. If they get it fixed by the end of tomorrow, then we could have had 2 days of issues. Instead, we've had 5 or 4 or whatever. I'm going to call it 5. You still get most of Friday was a problem. But they could have just put it out on a Monday, right? I would have waited 2 more days. I was playing the game and having fun Thursday. I could have kept playing the game and having fun Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everything could have been just fine. No. Now my server's still dead. Yeah. The servers are going down. There were 292 small tribe servers earlier. There's now only 284. So servers are crashing right now. There's no announcements. There's no updates. Right? The last information we got about server connectivity issues was yesterday, almost exactly 24 hours ago. And the update we got was, hey guys, Nitrado are continuing to iterate on ongoing connectivity issues. Awesome. Awesome. We don't even know what that means. We're continuing to iterate. That's fantastic. Here's the real problem with poor communication is continual poor communication means that I have to sit here and click refresh buttons and do dumb stuff and learn things on my own. If I could trust that ARK was going to consistently give me good updates, like through their Discord, then I don't have to do what I'm doing right now. I can say, okay, everything's broken, right? I wouldn't have even had to log in today because I could have looked at their Discord and seen exactly what was going on and been like, oh, okay, things are down right now. Um, there's no point in trying to play. And then I could have trusted that if I just kept up with the Discord, that I would have gotten the information I needed in a timely manner to be able to know when things were fixed, what the problems are, what steps are being taken, about how long do they think it's going to take to get fixed, right? All of this information can be made available. And sure, it might change, right? They might tell me right now that they think they found the problem and they think it's going to take 2 hours. This used to happen to us all the time when I was in the Navy. I was a maintenance person, right? I worked on the close in weapon system, the Seaways. And when things would go wrong, we would get in there and we'd do our initial troubleshooting, right? You start going through modules, you start changing, a couple of little things just to see how things interact. And then from that, you make a preliminary finding. And you say, okay, this is what we think is wrong. These are the steps we have to take it. This is about how long it's going to take. And you go tell your first class or your chief or whoever, and you say, hey, chief, hey, first class, this is how we think this is going to get fixed. These are the parts we needed. This is the time we should expect being down on this weapon system. And that works its way up the chain of command. Awesome. And then I start getting into it. And if I said it was going to take 2 hours, in 1 hour and 45 minutes, I go back to my chief and I say, Chief, this is how far we've gotten along in this process. This is what we've learned in the process of doing that. Here's our problem. Now, the issue is when you start having people come and asking you for those updates, right? Because you don't want people coming and harassing you while you're trying to get the work done before you have a change in information available. So either a change in time frame or a change in issue. So, you don't want your chief coming in there and like looking over your shoulder. Hey, what are you doing now? Hey, what are you doing now? Hey, what are you doing now? That's garbage. We don't want that. But in 24 hours, you have no new information is insane. And so if you don't keep your community apprised, and maybe I'm having a problem with this too, actually, because my Discord is pretty much in shambles and I don't ever put out any good information on there. So maybe I should take my own advice and start working on my own communication with my community. Um, but mean, this is just awful. Just absolutely awful. They have so many people, right? Like Dolly's whole job is to just interact with the community. And I mean, it must be just the easiest job in the whole world because they literally give Dolly like 10 things a week to put out on the Discord. It's insane how little information she has available. And it's not, well, I don't even know if Dolly is a female or a woman. Um, but like, it's insane how much information, and it's not their fault, right? They don't create the information that they put out. They don't, they're not in the technical position to know exactly what's going on. So they can only put out information they've been given. But how is this all of the information that they've been given? It is totally boggling my mind. Let's go back and see. Okay, so we're still at 282. Oh no, we were at 284 a minute ago. We were at 292, then 284. Now we're down to 282. So we're still losing servers. And it's going really, really slowly, which is disconcerting. Because when they take the official server network offline, it takes a couple of minutes and they take everything offline. Then they spin them all back up, and again, it only takes a few minutes to get them all spun back up. So if they're crashing like this, in this sort of, I mean, it looks kind of like a cascade, but it's happening extremely slowly. So to me, that says it's not intentional. Now we're back up to 283. One of them's come back online. So the whole thing is on fire right now, and somebody's just over there, like, trying to get it to work. Which I assume is because they're probably closed now. Everybody's gone home. And there's just one mid-shift individual, or a handful of mid-shift individuals whose job is to keep things running, not necessarily fix anything. And they're just on fire right now. Everything is going wrong. I mean, look at all these servers with 0 people in them. These are probably recently crashed servers, because it's not very often that you see servers that have 0 people, especially because they're sunsetting servers and getting rid of servers that don't have enough population. Need to go to sleep, and I wake up at 7 a.m. Bye. I will join your live stream tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night, Yumi. Have a good night. Get there, sleep. Sorry we weren't able to actually have any fun today. And it's just me ranting, not being able to play my video game. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Well, I appreciate that, Yumi. I like talking to you too. Even when I'm crashing out and I want to punch a hole in my wall. Please, can my server please come back online? I just want my server back online. Hey, now we're down two more servers. Not a word. There was some information put out, I believe, that was saying there was something going on, an attack or something happening, um, or difficulties happening with their New York servers. Nitrato's New York data center was having some issues, and it was affecting lots of games, including ARK. But 9315 is an Oceanic server. The other server I was just on is an EU server. So I don't know what's going on, but it's not central to New York. Now we're down to 265 servers. I thought maybe the problem was specifically the center servers. That doesn't appear to be the case. I wish that I could get to this server, because this is the server where I want to do my little farming outpost. But I went over here yesterday and I managed to get over to where I was doing the building and stuff. And then right as I started building things, the lag got super, super bad. And then I got attacked by a terror bird and pushed into a corner. And I brought my fab sniper with me and I was shooting it, and none of the hits were registering. I emptied like 8 clips into it before it killed me, and like no hits regged, which was awesome. And so then I started trying to come back so I could pick up, because I still had my bed and my cryo fridge and my 3 dinos on me. I had the RG, the Anki, and the Doed that Twisty gave me, and they were all on my corpse because I just got killed. And so I started trying to go back, and I would make it a couple of steps, and then I just start rubber banding, and I could make no progress in any direction. So for a half hour, I was just sitting there respawning, 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 trying to get back, trying to get back, trying to get back. And I never was able to, so I lost all that stuff, which was awesome. But at least my tech transmitter is down on that server, so as long as I can go back over there, I can, try and finish up making the little outposts. But I can't even get onto the server with my character on it, which is ridiculous. I mean, we've been at this for an hour and a half now, and we've basically just been sitting here, unable to accomplish anything. Hey, what's up, Toy Fork? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, so the servers have been terrible for the last 3 days. As far as the lag and stuff is concerned, I haven't been able to stream since late Friday, um, which has been really bad for the channel. But the problem I'm having right now is that I just straight up can't access we've been watching over the course of the last 30 minutes, we've been watching the number of available small tribe servers drop as servers crash. We're now back up to 265, but we are 275, but we started, there were 292 about a half hour ago, and it's dropped as far as 265, and now it's back up to 275, as I assume whoever works the night shift there has just been doing everything they can to turn servers back on because, I mean, it's nighttime. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on, but it seems like every server I go to, I crash, or the server crashes, or um, it doesn't even look like. So, I was on an island server for a little while because I was trying to just go ahead and make a crafter character, and then I crashed out of that server, and I mean, stuff has just been insane. Something terribly wrong is going on, and it's a problem, and they need to fix it. And I'm mildly annoyed. Yo, what's up, lagged out? My console servers are up and working, thank God. You know what? I hate you. How about that? How about that? I don't understand, and I've said this a bunch of times, and I'm going to keep harping on it. I don't understand why we put out such a big update on a Friday afternoon. I hope it gets fixed soon. I stream ARK a little here and there. I was looking forward to playing some small tribe stuff. Yeah. I hope it gets fixed soon too, Toy Fork. But the problem that I have is that if it gets fixed soon, then had they just put out the update on Monday, today, instead of doing it on Friday and then going home for the weekend, then it would have never really been a problem, right? We would have had one day of maybe some mild issues. They would have said, oh crap, this is all broken. They would have fixed it, and then we would have been fine. But it's just been getting worse and worse and worse over the weekend because whatever's happening is not, it's not a static problem, right? It's a problem that is considerably, or that is getting considerably worse over time. And so, like, we could have just not had that problem, but whatever. I guess we'll just, oh yeah, there we go. We're down to, oh, this is for the island. Never mind, all maps. We're back up to 270. Oh, nope, down to 271. Four more servers bit the dust. Do 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 do. Another one bites dust. Do 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 do. Another one bites dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites dust. I agree, but I don't think they would have known a crash like this would happen, giving the benefit of the doubt here. Well, so whether you know a crash is going to happen or not doesn't matter. It is inherently a part of development that when you change code and when you change things, that problems can and often do occur, right? You get bugs. And it is irresponsible and ignorant to say Friday is the best time to drop that because A, Friday through Monday, right? Friday night to Monday morning are when you're going to have the most players online. That should be the time when your most stable version of the game is out because that's the time that you make the most impact on the most people as far as how much fun they're having and what they think about the game. Why would you ever push an unstable, obviously not well tested update on a Friday? Whoever is in charge of their live operations should not have a job anymore because they're the one who made that decision, right? I'm not going to rag on the developer team themselves because, they went in, they did the work, they made the changes, they pushed the update. I'm sure they tested it. But, even through testing, like you never know what's going to happen until you push it live and you get it out there in the environment, right? There's only so much artificial testing can do. And so eventually you have to get it out live and you have to see what happens. But somebody somewhere at the top of that live ops team made the decision to say, hey, we're going to put out this huge update at the end of the workday on Friday. And that person is an idiot. How are you in charge and making that decision when you can't make the basic logic steps to see how badly that could go and how little pushing that off until a Monday would impact the quality of the game? Like, it would have been better because you would have less people playing and being frustrated. You would have, people not wasting their entire weekend. You have another big update coming in 9 days. Right? In 9 days they're launching a new map. They're launching the early access of Astreus. And that's coming to the official server networks. So I heard a saying once that the higher up a chain you go, the less competence exists. I tend to agree with that. But just because that might be true doesn't mean it's acceptable. And it doesn't mean that I'm just going to forgive it. Like, oh, well, he's not a developer, so, it's totally fine for him to be an idiot. No, it's not. If you need a developer in order to make those logical steps and know what's happening, then fire the dummy that is currently in that position and put a developer in their position. It, I mean, it's the most basic logic that can be followed. Now, well, and here's where the logic really breaks down is there are two options, right? Either you put the patch out on the Friday or you don't. And there are two things that can happen. So there are three outcomes, right? You don't put the patch out and things operate as they had been operating. You put the patch out and the patch breaks and everything goes to hell. Or you put the patch out and everything goes great and everybody enjoys the new patch. But these other two options, right? Everything continues to go well if you don't put the patch out, is the only one of those things that disappears. Right? The other two options, the put the patch out and it runs well and everybody's happy, or the put the patch out and it breaks and everybody's angry, those two options stay if you choose the first option. Right? They're not mutually exclusive because eventually you put the patch out. So why wouldn't you find the best time to mitigate the impact of the negative potential outcome? Right? That's not even difficult logic to follow. You have three potential outcomes. Why would you not mitigate the negative outcome as much as you possibly could? That's just insane to me. If I was, I'm driving my car and I know that one of the potential outcomes of driving my car is I could get in an accident. So what do? I have airbags and a seatbelt and a crumble zone and, a million things that are mitigating that potential outcome. Why would you not follow those same logical steps for this? I mean, it's the most basic form of logic. We are always attempting to mitigate negative outcomes. Just that's just human nature. And whoever's in charge of their live ops was like, "Fuck it, YOLO, bro. Let's skydive without parachutes." It's like they got a drunk cousin to be in charge. Like, I know he's dumb, but he's super fun at parties. Yeah, we're still losing servers. Now we're down to 258. And they're not coming back online either. Neither of the servers that I was on that crashed are coming back online right now. It's been 45 minutes since I crashed off of 9315. It hasn't come back up in 45 minutes. I just don't know what to play. I don't really have anything else I want to play right now. I hate to do this, but I think we have to end the freaking stream again. I can't keep doing this. Uh, I don't want to end my stream. I really need to stream. I can't not stream for 3 days. My goal this year was to stream 340 days. I'm already, because of how bad this weekend is going, gonna be behind that goal. It's so depressing. 2 hours of stream. We have nothing to show. We've literally just been sitting on this screen for 2 hours, completely unable to play. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna call it. Um, I don't know what we're gonna do at this point. Unless by some miracle everything is fixed by the time we start streaming tomorrow, then I have to come up with a different game to play. But I'm not, like, my whole community is an art community right now. So if we play something else, then we're basically starting over trying to build a new community that I'm only going to be engaging with for a couple of days before I come back to ARK. So honestly, it's kind of pointless to go stream a totally different game, especially if it's in a different genre, which it probably will be. There's no point going back to Once Human for 2 or 3 days because then I'll just be coming back to this, and the seasons for Once Human are quite a bit longer. So, yeah, I really don't know what to do at this point. I'm pretty lost. This is the first time I've really had to deal with something like this as a streamer, where just for days and days and days on end, we can't play the game that we're playing. And so I don't have the experience to know how to handle the situation. And it is really going poorly because of that. So I'm sorry. But we're going to end the stream here today. Thanks everybody for coming out. It was nice to see some new names in the chat. That was really cool. I'm sorry that you all didn't get to experience like the actual stream and it was just me sitting here crashing out. But yeah, thanks everybody. I hope everybody has a great day and I will see you all next time, which will be tomorrow. We're at the very least